to third match of round 6. This is Scott with Abzan tokens against Harry with the remodeled Simic deck here. He's on more of a Simic aggro plan. Kind of cut some of the silly stuff. He's got the Beetle Form Mage and Drakewing Krasis in the main deck.
Still kept some silly stuff.
He did, yeah, there is still some silly stuff. Scott's hand looks great.
It really does.
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
Here he does have the Beetle Form Mage, but he's going to probably need something to follow it up with. Well, if he can follow Footsteps and Armada Worm, that doesn't seem bad.
Worth noting that Harry got something like 200 power on the board against me.
Oh, yeah, I still haven't watched that yet.
Yeah. Is that the one that was supposedly better than the, was it Surprise?
The unexpected world spawn one?
Yeah.
I don't know if it was better than that, but it was pretty close.
Scott just like massively screwed up, unless I missed something.
Yeah, he just didn't play
a land.
Wah, wah, wah.
I think he was supposed to play the Rot Farm, probably, and just forgot to. He could have even played the Plains and cast the Voice, which probably would have been good.
Or the Wayfaring Temple.
Or that. Land. Yeah, I'm sure he just had a momentary gaffe there, goof, whatever you want to call it. Oh, that was just sort of like he's on the draw. I know, I guess he is on the draw anyway. He just, I got confused because he missed the land drop he should have made. So, Voice or Wayfaring Temple?
Temple. Attack for more.
Yeah. He could play the Voice and the Selesnya Charm.
Next turn. Well, yeah. I think I would rather maybe surprise if he plays the pump next. Like, play Temple now, play Voice. And then if he tries to pump out the Mage, he can use the Selesnya Charm.
It's also worth noting if you were gonna play the Wayfaring Temple, he should have played the Rot Farm. So this makes more sense.
Rot Farm is better either way, right? I guess he's got Selesnya Charm up.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
He decided to not play the Rot Farm there?
Yeah.
Well, he
Pretty
played
much.
the Plains this turn. Like he missed the. He forgot his land drop on turn 2.
Oh, yeah, he did.
So are we gonna see? So
Okay.
Beetle Form gets +2/+2 and flying. So yeah, I think maybe he'll attack and see if there's a block. And if there's not, he'll just attack, cast unexpected results.
I think we have block we advised.
What was that?
I would block your creature is bigger
Oh yeah,
and something to populate with.
yeah. He wants tokens in play. All right, so he's gonna pump. Harry obviously is okay with this, or he would have just pumped before he attacked.
Yeah.
And we've got an elemental. Mine is the 7/7 trample one from Elves versus Goblins, in case anyone's wondering.
Mine's the correct one, actually.
Nice.
Surprisingly.
Wait, it shows different ones for different people?
Sometimes, yeah.
It depends how you like have your card image gallery sorted, I think.
Oh, that doesn't make a lot of sense.
All right, so
Mine's the right one.
yeah.
2/2 Vigilance token.
All right, so he's end stepping the charm. I was thinking, oh, he could just charm the Beetle Form Mage, but yeah, power 5 or greater. Abzan Charm's a really good magic card.
Yeah.
Been used to that 3 or greater. It kills almost everything.
I'm kind of surprised I got a Knight token that doesn't have Vigilance.
I don't have one at all, so something went wrong there. Sorry, viewers.
Or one shot.
Somehow this elemental's a 4/4, even though there's only 3 creatures in play.
Is he playing Wayfaring Temple and preemptively making it 4/4?
Preempting the Wayfaring Temple, yeah.
He just really doesn't like this.
Rot
Rot
farm.
farm.
I know, right?
He really
Doesn't he
doesn't.
want to cast Armada Worm?
He can cast Armada Worm right now, though, can he? 1, 2, 3. No.
No, it's
I lied.
6.
I lied. Yeah. For some reason, I thought Armada Worm was 5. 5 for 2, 5 trample.
Impact with its standard playability.
As goofy as the land sequencing has been, I did like the making the knight at the end of the turn. Seems like it's really paying off here. He's attacking for 6, basically out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's a quick block. This temple hits, that's going to be a really big elemental token.
Master Biomancer. He may just have to cast unexpected results. Like, I don't even know how good a 2/4 is right now. I guess it holds off the knight.
If he can live long enough with that followed footsteps.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of power coming at him.
I kind of feel like that's been the problem for both this deck and for Carney's deck. Like, they're just like, they could do sweet things, but like they just get killed too quickly.
I found Carney's deck pretty fragile too. If you get rid of the 2/1 guy, regenerates.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much old.
This is an attack for 8 damage. Maybe he could. Oh, okay. So he's gonna eat the knight, and then chump the Wayfaring Temple.
Cast ready.
If he had played the lands in the right order, he could cast Ready and Willing, which would be a pretty huge blowout. Ready's essentially, like, all Ready does here is save the knight token.
Willing, however, would kill both.
Oh, right, he has the bird, so he can
Death Touch and Lifelink. Yeah.
That's better. I didn't realize. Yeah, he has the bird, so he has black mana. So, yeah, Death Touch Lifelink seems
So
much
cast
better.
Willing, Knight trades with the Biomancer, Wayfaring Temple, just kills Beetle Form still.
Yep. That
And
seems good to me.
Gain 10.
Yeah.
And gain 10, yeah.
Counting up the Elven part.
He let it resolve.
Huh.
I'm not sure, just because like he's not doing anything else with his turn, and it seemed like a pretty strong play. No, he's just.
Well, I mean, obviously he's bluffing that counterspell with the Birds of Paradise to give him blue mana.
This is just land go.
He's afraid of that Cyclonic Rift.
How about a Progenitor Mimic? Copy Master Biomancer. That doesn't seem bad.
This is the sequence that led to 200 power on the board, just for the record.
Seems good. So he's going to get a 4/6, and next turn he's going to get a 6/8. I see where this is going.
We were on Magic Online, so at least it did the math for us.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, Harry, the Magic, his deck on Magic Online?
Yeah.
It's so much easier.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. I haven't played him. He's my last.
I think he was the first one to buy it, actually.
I'll have to play my match there.
Yeah, that ready would have stopped that.
I mean, it still can.
Well, now he has 2 Biomancers, and he still has Falling Footsteps. Next upkeep, he gets another 2 Biomancers, which gives him 4.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty interesting because like Armada Worm's coming soon from Scott though. This could actually end up being a very complex board state. That Ready Willing is going to do work though.
If Scott just attacks for 6, can Harry really like just take 6 and assume he's bluffing? Then if he blocks Ready and Willing, just blows him out.
Right. Scion of V2 Grazi.
Well, if Scott swings and is not blocked because he wants to protect his Biomancers, then he can sign a V2 Ghazi and make more elemental tokens, which gives him blockers at least for 1 turn.
Or just make an Armada Worm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either way, I think he's in good shape.
Well, I was thinking if he doesn't sign on, then he can just copy the elemental token.
Right.
Gives him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, an extra 6, 6. That grows if he can get to the next turn to play Armada Worm.
Well, the Armada Worm has trample, and if he doesn't play the Ready Worm now, he does the next turn when he's blocked, he can assign 1 point of damage if he casts Ready and Willing because of the Death Touch. He just for lethal.
Let's see what he does.
Which I don't know if Scott remembers that you can do that with Death Touch.
All right, so we're going into combat. I could see maybe just sticking the original one, the 2/4, on the Wayfaring Temple and taking 3.
Yeah.
That's a pretty safe block, I feel like.
I think here you would not cast Ready Willing and just cast the Worm.
Yeah, I agree. It's just like not getting much value. It's just like gain 6, kill a 2/4.
Yeah.
Is it the Worm or the Scion? It's probably the Worm.
Worm.
Trample
Much more power.
Trample is good. Yeah.
Yeah, the Trample and Death Touch. Good combination.
That also true.
If he remembers it works that way. I honestly forgot it worked that way until you said it.
Me too. Well, we had a pretty... One of the best games from the last season was like... Sky could have like dealt lethal damage to an indestructible creature and then attacked for lethal with trample or something. It's weird how those things like, all interact sometimes.
Yeah. Did you miss it against you or me?
That was against me.
Oh, you. Okay.
So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think there was a 5/5 Darksteel Citadel involved or something.
Yeah, that was my amazing top deck all the things game that he should have won anyway.
Right.
that was my round 2 with Scott earlier. He just kept I kept milling cards, and he was so low on like what he had left in his library, but all of his top decks were just like the perfect answer to continue to stall, just like get in my way.
All right, so he cast the Scion, made a bird, and populated the Elemental.
All right, I'm guessing he doesn't know about the interaction then.
Actually, I think he'd still be good, because this turn, Crony, right?
Harry.
Harry, my bad. Harry's getting only one extra Biomancer because the footsteps didn't come down last turn. So he's going to have 3 large things swinging, Scion swinging, Bird swinging. It's not going to be, actually won't be lethal because no trample.
He's probably still going to get there,
but he's going to have to sacrifice Biomasters in order to make that not be lethal.
Right. Oh yeah, this compounds pretty quickly. So the next one's gonna get like 12 counters. He drew a land which lets him cast Simic Sky Swallower if he wants to do that. I don't know if that's actually good or not. I think this Ready Willing's just gonna break the game open. Like, it's gonna be an enormous blowout. $20 Sky Swallower.
Jesus.
So really all he has to do, like if he can survive the turn.
Well, Scott could just lead back a bird token.
Yeah, that's true. So close, right? That is pretty sweet, though.
Ready Willing's going to gain a ton of life.
If his deck was like 1 turn faster, it'd be so good. Like, he should have just taken like all the off-color signets or something.
Yeah.
Because like once it gets going, it's absurd. Orzhov Guildgate is the draw.
13, 17 life gain.
Yeah, all he has to do is tap his lands and cast Ready and Willing, and I think he wins the game.
He's leaving himself with 1 Biomancer. Oh, he's leaving himself with nothing.
Game over.
And yeah, if this was Armada Worm, the game would just end on the spot. It's worth pointing out.
Yeah. This is just 1 extra turn.
His card is tremendous sometimes. Like, the couple times that I saw it get cast in Standard, it was like this. It was just a one-sided board wipe. So Scott is going to gain 23 life. Seems good. Go gain 23 life, wrath your opponent.
6 mana.
For 6 mana. I hope he casts Unexpected Results before scooping, just because I think a card's fun. I don't think there's anything that gets him out of this. But it'd be sweet. And here we go. He can even cast it again if he misses. Forest. He didn't. He's supposed to do it again. Touchdown, Alabama. In case anyone cares. 50-yard touchdown run by Derrick Henry. So game 1 to Scott. Harry's deck definitely does make for some interesting board states.
That takes all my angels. That was very annoying.
No. Yeah. That was just a funny game. probably pull up their sideboards. Or at least look at Scott's. Harry's deck's way different now. But, Scott probably just wants to putrefy. I think he just wants like card removal for whatever like battle cruiser thing happens. Yeah, I don't know. His deck already seems like pretty reasonable.
Yeah, if he starts on Birch Paradise and has
Birds is very good. We'll give him that. Looks like we're underway. Harry shipped a very slow hand and now draws another slow hand. Scott's hand is kind of a mess.
he has his mana. I think you keep it if you have
Yeah.
in the deck.
He can eventually cast Call of the Conclave. And Germination. Nope, instead he mulled into a no-lander on 5. I don't know if Harry keeps his.
I don't think you do.
If he has a blue, it's pretty good, actually.
But he doesn't.
If you mark of eviction a token, you still get it back, right? It just
Yes.
kills the token and you get the mark back?
Yep.
Okay. Scott's 4 is solid. That's basically what you want, like 3 lands at a cheap spell.
Yeah, that's what he wants.
Alright, so Harry did keep. Harry had a breeding pool and kept it. Scott had Orzhov, Guildgate, and bottomed it.
That's gonna blow out his term.
Breeding pool seems fantastic for Harry.
Yeah. Scott has all the land he needs. He just has to draw some gas. This Drakewind Crace is going to get in there. Flying Trample 3-1. Simic Sky Swallower, not a great draft.
Drakewind Crace is the classic Lizard Drake type one.
Yeah. I love some of the creature types from Simic. It's great. Scott didn't cast this Lozia Charm end step. And if he wasn't going to do that, he probably should have played one of his tap lands. Is he going to play a 1/1 Wayfaring Temple? Okay.
This way, that 3/1. Actually, no, it's not. Never mind.
Yeah.
Doesn't have reach or flying.
The sequencing may not have been perfect there. Harry wants a land. He got a Simic Charm.
Maybe try to guarantee one populate trigger.
A what trigger?
A populate trigger.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know. This Mark of Eviction is going to be pretty good, though.
Yeah. Because now you can swing with the temple. And
Right.
after blockers are declared, make it 2/2 and then populate making it 2/2.
Okay, I see what you're saying. First blood from the Drakewing. Smith, how many times did Mark of Eviction trigger against you in that one game? You have a guess?
6?
Yeah, that sounds probably pretty close.
So, okay, they got it right. It should not trigger hair.
No.
Yeah, it's the beginning of your upkeep. Yeah, now Scott can make the play Smith found before, so he can get in with the Wayfaring Temple and then
Get two vigilances.
knights. Yeah. He can't get a spirit because there's actually nothing to target with Beck and Apparition.
Correct. I was actually thinking that first. Like, does he go for the 1/1 here, get the copy, and have a blocker? And then I went, no, he doesn't because he can't.
I think the 1/1 is way better because it blocks the 3/1, but
Yeah.
he can't make it. Alright, so it's Leslie a charm.
Simic Charm can kill 1 token next turn if it needs to.
Yeah.
Ironically, Mark of Eviction stops him from stopping the knight populate. If he still had that blue man open, he could have Simic Charm to bounce the token back to Scott's hand before Wayfaring Temple could copy it.
Alright, so Master Biomancer has arrived. Clemson ties it at 7. Scott drops to 14. He drew the Worm Reaver Coil.
The green creature only enchantment.
Yeah, that's proven to be rather restrictive
Yeah.
the times that he's drawn it in this event.
And with Mark of Eviction, whatever he does decide to put it on, it's just going to end up being an expensive recast every time. Unless he holds on to, what was it, 9 mana? Yeah.
He plays the Force instead of the Guildgate for no reason I can see.
This way he can.
No. I guess he cast the black for the aberration. Okay, fair enough.
I think he still had enough. So he had white, green, green for the Wayfaring Temple, and then you could use the black to make a spirit. So I think you're still right.
Yeah, no, he could have. No needs away for the Wayfaring. So.
Yeah, this Worm Reaver Coil is pretty dead. Like, if he sticks it on the Wayfaring Temple, it's just going to get bounced or hit with Mark of Eviction or something. A fun story about Simic Charm. It actually makes all of your stuff hexproof. So, like, all of your permanents. I remember one time at an open casting an Acidic Slime, and my opponent just casting Simic Charm in response, and I had to blow up my own land. It was pretty embarrassing.
I actually did not know that was a thing.
Yeah. I actually, that was against David McDarby, the guy who dresses up as Jace all the time. I don't know if anyone remembers him. He used to write Commander articles. That was the day before Carney's wedding, actually. So. Alright, so Beck and Apparition is going to do work here.
Hey, he did it in the step.
He what?
He did it in the right step.
Oh yeah, it's actually not going to do work here because I think Simic Charms is going to make Dracoin Crisis a 6/4. But it's oh no,
Saves
you're not supposed to cast it yet.
He
Maybe
might have declared it as a blocker already.
verbally.
And,
Yeah, that makes sense.
verbally. Yeah.
We'll see how much damage. If he takes 5, okay, yeah.
It would have been kind of funny to bounce the Crisis and then replay it as a 5/3.
This is a big draw step. Ooh, Unflinching Courage. I was gonna say Scott needs a way to make Wayfaring Temple get through the Master Biomancer. Looks like he succeeded.
Yeah. Trampled's good.
This is gonna hit for 5 and make another knight.
And gain 5.
Yeah,
Then do some frequent damage.
seems quite important. He can also cast a Worm Reaver Coil next turn. Now with the Simic Charm gone, that could be relevant.
Also, 6/6. That 6/6 boost on a trampler.
Yeah. I expect we'll probably see Mark of Eviction come down, but just like the one hit is going to be pretty huge. Even if it like eats the 2 enchantments afterwards. It might just be enough to win.
It won. Oh, or as a return to its owner's hands.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, right. That's why Mark goes back to your hand. Okay, so it's not even going to be that good.
Like, it's a huge tempo swing, but
Right.
it's not going to get rid of the enchantments.
Yeah. And he's also 1 short of casting the Sky Swallower here.
Well, World Spine Worm. It's where you want it.
Yeah, he needs to draw Aetherplasm.
I think he moved it to the sideboard for some reason.
Mm-hmm. To be fair, it is only good with World Spine Worm. There goes Alabama. I was not expecting crazy offensive game. The Worm Reaver Coil actually doesn't look that threatening. It looks like a little water slide or something.
But it's a water slide that moves around and eats you.
Yeah. Alright, so yeah, Harry casting Mark of Eviction. Let's see. Can't really do anything more exciting.
Yeah, the Sky Squaller is a little more threatening looking.
Yeah. Scott might win on a mull to 4. It's pretty impressive. I don't think that's happened yet.
He could play Wormweaver Coil on the Wayfaring Temple now and swing.
Yeah.
Right.
Which I hope he reads the Mark of Eviction and realizes the enchantments don't die.
Right.
This would be it. Lots of damage, lots of life, and another night token.
Man, Harry hasn't been able to play a single creature after his Biomancer. It's pretty rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like he's tapping mana.
And Worm Reaver Coil.
Worm Reaver Coil.
So that Wayfaring Temple, with its unflinching courage, is going to Water Slide for 12 damage.
Yeah, seems good.
How do you get evicted from a Wayfaring Temple in the first place?
Why would you live in a Wayfaring Temple?
That's actually what the eviction is. The temple has to leave.
This is actually a pretty major like flavor brick here. How can the temple like slide down a Worm Reaver Coil?
What does it mean for a temple to be courageous?
That'll do it.
In the face of atheism.
It's wandering without fear. Okay.
Honest Water Slide.
Alabama missed the field goal.
All right. So what does this do to the standings?
That's a good question. Hopefully they'll figure out what's going on and come join us. I will go update the standings and I will let you know. I didn't add the first match yet either.
Okay. Hunter, you ready for our showdown?
Oh, so ready. Let's go.
Right now.
Probably not right now.
Well, no, if you're both ready.
I think it'd be fun if they play that match last. I'm just throwing that out there. Like, let us.
Is that why they're last intentionally on round 7?
Yeah. Alright, so Scott has a win.
Alrighty.
Hello.
Hello.
Nice win on them all 4.
Right?
Not bad.
And yes, I know I've got to play my land on the first game.
Okay.
I realized that I was counting my lands. I was like, I should be 2 ahead of him. Why? Oh my god, I'm an idiot.
I was wondering if you like
Signet
have a
is not
one
a
hand with a birds or something.
Yeah, no, I was like, Signet is not a land. I'm an idiot.
You must pay 2 mana for each land.
Yeah. Ugh. I really thought that was his. That second game.
Yeah, I just have a bunch of big mana spells in my hand. I couldn't do shit with them.
Yeah, couldn't draw a creature after you played the Biomancer. It was
Yeah,
a rough
and that's
break.
what I needed. Just like any creature. And I think the clones ultimately came out a turn too late, and then that Ready and Willing just kind of blew me out.
Scott, did you realize the interaction between Death Touch and Trample?
Yeah. I realize it now. I wasn't thinking.
It just would have saved you a turn on that clock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That Ready Willing was still really, really good, but yeah, if you had the trample creatures out, you would have just won on the spot.
Yeah.
No, at that point I was gonna concede anyway.
He just had all the good stuff, so.
Once he played that, I knew I was done because there was no way I was coming back.
I had Armada Worm in my hand for 2 5/5 tramplers, so.
Yeah.
What is it they're talking about, I believe?
Yeah.
Harry, I saw Biomancer, Footsteps, Progenitor Mimic, and just started having bad flashbacks.
What, you don't like 47? Freaking,
No, I'm good.
Fathom Mages so I can draw my deck?
Get away from me. Thank
Yeah. He just got me pretty hard.
I think it's the first time Worm Reaver Coil's like legally been cast.
you. Second time is the legal time.
Yeah.
I checked that too. I looked at it and I went, There's a condition to this, right? Green. He's green. Okay,
This
I'm
is
good.
a green creature. We got there. Yeah.
We didn't catch it first that Mark of Eviction returns all auras, including your own.
Yeah. Oh no, I got that. I knew that. Once he played it out, I was like, all right, well now I just kind of have to slow him down, make him use mana
Right.
at this point.
Yeah.
All right, I've updated the standings. I can give some implications here. So Scott is still alive to make the playoffs. His win. He gets up to 2 and 4. So what happens now? Chris and Yuki are both 3 and 3. Chris has a tiebreaker because he won head to head. So they're currently in the 4 or 5 spot. Chris technically has it right now. If I lose, there'll be this big scrum for third again. If I win against Carney, then I'll be alone in third. Chris actually plays Scott in the last round, so if Scott can beat Chris, they'll both go to 3 and 4. And then if Yuki loses to Carney or I lose both of my matches, then Scott will be like tied with enough people at 3 and 4 that he might be able to get in the playoffs. So basically, Scott has to beat Chris, and then have either me or Yuki also get to 4 losses.
Yeah, but round 7 is going to be you against me, so you kind of have to beat me, who is 0-6.
It's been close a couple times, though. I don't know. I try not to take it for granted. I played against Joe in the last round in the previous one, and he was like 1 and 5, and I was 5 and 1 or something, and like I would have lost if I had in the top deck Batter Skull. So,
Yeah, and in my game against you, Harry, if I had any creature besides Aetherling, I would have lost.
Yeah. No, Aetherling was just ridiculous. I had nothing to deal with him. Because everything you could just blink it.
Yeah.
So I think what's going to happen now, I guess I can stop the recording. Just talk about scheduling.